Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Blazing Bundle of August 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful to you, and most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Home Builders, a home building simulation game. If you're not a DIY person, the idea of playing House Builder might fill you with fear. However, the mechanics of the game make it simple to play, even for someone like you. The game involves building a house from scratch in different environments around the world, starting from an igloo in the poles to a mud hut in Africa, and then a log cabin in the wilderness. Each level requires different materials and tools, and you play in the first person, with little hands shown in front of you. As you progress, you can unlock skills that enable you to complete tasks more efficiently. House Builder is ideal for fans of sim games or those who love slow, methodical task completion. It's also perfect for those who enjoy games like House Flipper. However, the game has some problems with its visuals, with stuttering in certain levels. The soundtrack can also get quite repetitive, but there are also satisfying pings that let you know when you've completed a task. Overall, House Builder is addictive and relaxing, and you might be surprised as to how much you enjoy building different homes around the world. The UI is easy to navigate, and the game gives you an appreciation for the work that goes into DIY. And number 2 we have Cardboard Town, a unique blend of city building and card mechanics, setting itself apart in the gaming landscape. As you delve into this innovative title, you are greeted with a refreshing approach that combines familiar elements in a new, captivating way. Released on August 2023, the game has quickly gained attention for its fresh take on the genre. At its core, Cardboard Town challenges you to manage resources, obtain upgrades, and strategically construct your city using a deck of cards. With a diverse array of building, action, quest, and road cards, each decision you make influences the fate of your virtual metropolis. The game's emphasis on variety and replayability shines through its 9 different game modes, ensuring that no 2 playthroughs are ever the same. With over 100 cards and various gameplay elements, the possibilities are endless. Despite some minor issues noted by players, such as inconsistent rules and bugs, Cardboard Town has received overwhelmingly positive feedback for its addictive gameplay loop and engaging experience. While the developers have been praised for creating a solid foundation, there are calls for more active engagement with the community to address concerns and implement requested features. Cardboard Town stands as a shining example of innovation, inviting you to embark on an exciting journey of urban development and strategic planning. With its charming aesthetic and strategic depth, the game offers a compelling experience that appeals to both casual players and strategy enthusiasts alike. And number 3 we have Mr. Prepper, a game where you step into the shoes of a survivalist character living on the fringe of society, preparing for a dystopian future. This survival adventure game combines crafting, exploration, and resource management, while offering a narrative-driven experience. Set in a world threatened by nuclear war, you play as Mr. Prepper, fresh out of incarceration and living under government surveillance. Your goal is to secure a better future by breaking the law, searching for prohibited items, and ultimately planning your escape, which involves building a massive rocket. Of course it involves building a massive rocket, how else would you get out of there? The gameplay revolves around a constant cat and mouse dynamic, as you must conduct illegal activities while avoiding government suspicion. Failing to cover your tracks could lead to arrest and a game over. This challenge is exacerbated by the fact that your suburban home conceals a secret underground bunker where you grow food, house illegal goods, and construct your rocket. The game's resource gathering and micromanagement aspects contribute to a grinding experience, with tasks hampered by an unbalanced stat system. Monitoring your energy, preparedness, and food becomes overly demanding, detracting from the game's enjoyment. This imbalance leads to repetitiveness and frustration. Despite these drawbacks, Mr. Prepper boasts a distinctive visual style, with colorful graphics that evoke a 1950s American atmosphere, enhancing the Cold War-themed narrative. While the lack of in-depth explanations and awkward controls can be challenging for newcomers, Mr. Prepper offers complexity, intriguing characters, and potential for hours of gameplay for those who master its mechanics. In summary, Mr. Prepper is a complex and in-depth survival adventure game with a compelling concept. It presents an engaging narrative and a chilling atmosphere, but is marred by unbalanced gameplay mechanics, excessive grinding, and a learning curve. With some adjustments, it has the potential to be an exceptional experience for players seeking a challenging survival adventure. And number 4 we have Soulstice, an action-focused 3D beat-em-up game that delivers Devil May Cry style gameplay in a dark fantasy setting. The game features combo-heavy combat and a captivating story. Set in a macabre world overrun by undead creatures, mutants, and revenants, Soulstice follows the story of two conjoined sisters, Briar and Lute, who are supernaturally powerful warriors created to counter the Wraith threat. Players must infiltrate the holy kingdom of Cades, eliminate the source of the incursion, and save the realm. The gameplay in Soulstice draws inspiration from games like DMC, Devil May Cry, and Darksiders. Players engage in combo-centric combat, switching between various weapons and executing special attacks. The game also introduces the field system, where Briar's melee attacks have no effect on certain enemies until Lute summons a magic paling that exposes them. Lute also serves as a support character, providing auto attacks and specific abilities during fights. However, Soulstice faces some challenges. While it has strong combat fundamentals and a dynamic support character system, Soulstice suffers from imprecise targeting, a complicated barrier system, and some lackluster animations and effects. The auto-targeting system is imprecise, requiring manual adjustments to point Briar to its targets. The barrier system adds complexity to combat and limits offensive capabilities. The game also suffers from occasional targeting confusion in crowded encounters. Despite these flaws, Soulstice's engrossing action and dark atmosphere make it a worthwhile experience for fans of the genre. And number 5 we have Farmer's Life, a farming and life simulation game that lets you experience the beauty, hardship, and unpredictability of rural living. You step into the role of a farmer tasked with building a livelihood from scratch, and your choices determine how your story unfolds. You can plant crops, raise animals, and master the rhythm of dynamic seasons. Every harvest, whether from your fields or your livestock, helps you sustain your farm and expand its potential. Caring for animals is a core part of the experience. You look after chickens, cows, pigs, goats, sheep, and even horses, each bringing their own rewards. Beyond farming, you can cook meals, craft tools, and even distill alcohol to sell or enjoy. The game does not just stop at the farm gate. You can hunt, forage, and explore the wilderness to gather resources or discover hidden locations. From riding tractors and motorcycles to building fences, sheds, and houses, you shape your farm exactly the way you want. There's even a social side. You can pursue romance, marry, and share your journey with a companion. The freedom is vast, but so are the challenges. You'll manage hunger, fatigue, and the consequences of poor choices. Quests and trading provide structure, but the sandbox nature means you set your own pace. While bugs and balance issues exist, the sheer depth of activities makes the game highly addictive. If you enjoy immersive farming sims with survival elements and endless possibilities, Farmer's Life offers a rewarding countryside adventure. And number 6 we have Survivalist, Invisible Strain, a hardcore survival game that throws you into a post-apocalyptic, zombie-infested world. If you've played State of Decay 2, you will feel right at home here, though this one is grittier and more unforgiving. Your main objective? Survive, build a base, and recruit others, if you can trust them. You start by creating a character, and from that moment on, the world evolves, whether you're involved or not. Factions clash, NPCs wander, and zombies roam, each of unique strains, with green being weak and white being deadly. The invisible strain is the wild card. You will not know if an NPC is infected with it, and it can quickly sabotage your entire camp from within. Trust becomes a rare commodity, and paranoia sets in when even a small infection percentage could mean disaster. The difficulty ramps up, especially in winter. Food becomes scarce, and NPCs, once allies, may turn to theft or die off due to starvation. Building your base is essential, but it is not easy, and resources like iron, flint, and stone become critical. Survivalist Invisible Strain offers a sandbox survival experience that is more punishing than most. While it is not the most polished game, its depth and challenge will appeal to hardcore survival fans. If you're into State of Decay or just love the genre, this game delivers a tense, gripping experience. And number 7 we have Oblivion Override, a fast-paced roguelike hack-and-slash where you take control of a rogue AI inhabiting different mech suits to battle through a decayed cyberpunk world. You'll dive into dystopian landscapes, smashing enemies with an arsenal of over 26 weapons, ranging from classic swords and axes to bizarre tools like walks, chainsaws, and even a rage-posting keyboard. If you've played Dead Cells, you'll find familiar DNA here. Procedural runs, Metroidvania-style exploration, and punishing bosses. But Oblivion Override quickly sets itself apart with its unique tone and robotic setting. The story builds around a resistance movement in the ruins of humanity, tying the constant cycle of death and rebirth to AI bodies, rebooting with every failed run. Each mech has distinct traits, and unlocking them through quests lets you experiment with different playstyles. Runs are supported by a hub area, Dolce Base, where quirky allies add lore, upgrades, and new tools. The variety of enemy types across 4 biomes ensures combat never feels identical, and the boss battles stand out with cinematic flair and challenging mechanics. The meta progression system makes later runs smoother, though at times the difficulty curve can feel uneven. Early stages become too easy once upgrades stack, reducing tension until higher difficulty modifiers kick in. Even so, the blend of stylish combat, atmospheric world design, and tongue-in-cheek weapon choices makes Oblivion Override a compelling experience. If you love roguelikes, robots, and the thrill of smashing enemies into scrap, you'll find plenty here to keep you entertained. At number 8 we have Cook Serve Delicious 3? The third installment in the Cook Serve Delicious franchise, set in the year 2041 during a war-ravaged United States. You play as a head chef, and after your restaurant is destroyed, you team up with 2 robots, Whisk and Cleaver, to turn a search and rescue truck into a mobile eatery. As you travel across the different states, you'll manage your food truck, prepare menu items, and serve customers. The game introduces changes to the gameplay mechanics, such as relying more on holding stations to prepare food in advance. Menu items can be marked for preparation in holding stations, or made to order, and players must manage their resources and timing effectively. Currency in the game is represented by cryptocurrency called the Crumb Coin, and each state has its own unique build-based currency. As you progress through routes and complete orders, you earn experience points to level up and unlock upgrades for your food truck. The upgrade system allows you to customize your truck with additional holding stations, prep stations, and other features to improve efficiency and customer satisfaction. This game is praised for its gameplay improvements and the addition of the chill mode that reduces stress by eliminating those ghastly impatient clients. So if you enjoy a fun casual game, or if you enjoyed the first 2 games in the series, definitely look into Cook Serve Delicious 3? At number 9 we have Figment 2, Creed Valley, a delightful musical adventure suitable for both younger and older players. Developed and published by Bedtime Digital Games, this action platformer with a musical theater twist maintains the charm of the original Figment. You don't necessarily need to have played the first installment, but you might feel like you're missing out on some nuances if you skip it. The game follows the quirky duo Dusty and Piper, protectors of the human mind, as they embark on a quest to restore the shattered moral compass at the center of the mind, combating a mischievous 2-headed jester along the way. Figment 2's gameplay involves breezy action platforming with a wooden sword, where enemies sync their attacks with the music, adding a rhythmic element to the combat. While the fighting may become repetitive and some encounters overly challenging, the game shines in its puzzles and boss fights, seamlessly blending brawling, puzzle solving, and bombastic musical numbers. The world design stands out, with each new area beautifully realized, reminiscent of a Saturday morning cartoon. Figment 2's humor may skew toward a younger audience, but it excels as a family-friendly co-op experience. Piper, as player 2, offers a stress-free option for those seeking a cooperative adventure without the pressures of combat. Despite feeling like a second violin to Figment 1, Figment 2 remains a solid game, especially for those seeking an enjoyable co-op experience with a younger player in mind. At number 10 we have Frog Detective 3, Corruption at Cowboy County, the final entry in the beloved series of short, quirky mystery games. You play as the ever-charming frog detective, hopping into the Wild West for one last case. After a mysterious call from the supervisor, you head to Cowboy County to solve the baffling theft of everyone's cowboy hats. Crime may not be as wild as it first seemed, but it's definitely still afoot. You will trade favors with the town's colorful animal residents, jot notes in your trusty notebook, and race around on a rad scooter, all while wearing adorable cowboy boots that serve no purpose other than making you look fantastic. The gameplay sticks to the series' simple formula: chat, help, laugh. It is the hilarious deadpan dialogue that steals the show, especially during moments like Frog Detective's bizarre yet sincere conversation with cowboy poet Dusty about becoming crispy. Characters like Rhonda Dynamite, a feisty little outlaw with surprisingly good advice, make every interaction a delight. The sticker minigame also returns, letting you decorate your notebook with as many stickers as you can possibly fit. Cowboy County offers a slightly larger world to explore compared to previous games, but its open spaces mostly exist to let you zoom around doing silly scooter tricks. Frog Detective 3 is a heartfelt, laugh-out-loud finale. It wraps up the trilogy with all the same charm and humor you've come to love. A must-play if you have joined the journey so far. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is honestly stacked. Oblivion Override absolutely slaps if you're into action roguelites, and Soulstice brings solid combat with killer music, even if the camera gets spicy sometimes. Throw in Farmer's Life and Figment 2 for some variety, and you've got a lineup that keeps you busy for hours. Fanatical really outdid themselves on this one. If you like experimenting across genres without breaking the bank, this bundle is a no-brainer grab. Total W. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.